This is a 2003 Hyundai Santa Fe with the 2.7 liter V6. I'm changing out the crankshaft position sensor. It goes out every couple of years, it seems, and it causes some intermittent stalling of the car or some rough running sometimes. I've heard other people that can make it so the car won't start. It's relatively easy to change out. I've had to do it a couple times now. I've got a lifetime guarantee one from one of the local auto parts stores. I ordered what I thought was a factory one off of eBay, but it's not the right one, so I've got to go get another one of these that don't last as long. A couple of tricks that I've learned, and I'm making this video so I can remember myself the next time I have to do this. So the first thing to do is to disconnect your, and get this out of the way, the biggest radiator hose. And once you take it off of the radiator, some coolant will leak out. So have a piece of cellophane and a rubber band handy, and you can seal it off there and just rotate this up by loosening this bolt here. You unhook the connector to the fan, and you can take two bolts out of the top of the fan, one over here and one over here, and you can wiggle the fan past these little tabs, there's two of them, by using this gap in the fan, and then it just comes right out. Two of these little bolts on top that go in, about somewhere here. Here it is, on top of the radiator. There's a plastic piece it goes to right there and right there. And then you can access this guy, the crankshaft position sensor. It connects down in here to this piece, and there's a metal tab coming out of the engine that this slides onto it so it stays in place. Oh, and you will have to cut two of your zip ties that hold these hoses secure against the arms of the radiator fan, so you want to put new zip ties on those. So once you've got this connector loose, you can reach down straight under here and follow the wire to where it connects to the block. And there's a single 10 millimeter hex bolt that goes through here and secures it to the block, and it's pretty straightforward to get it out. It just pulls out with your fingers. And then if you don't drop the bolt, you don't have to remove the under tray under the engine, so we'll try not to do that on the way back in. It can be really hard to get this lined up right, and I've used a smaller Phillips screwdriver to line up the hole to get it roughly lined up, and it can be really hard and frustrating to get it exactly lined up to get the threads to start. And a good solution to that is to go to your hardware store, and you can find there at McClendon, anyway, I found this one. This is a tapered 10 millimeter bolt of the same threads and dimensions. So I just brought the original bolt in and lined up the threads and checked it to make sure it was the right one. So with the tapered tip, it actually will help find the threads in the block and line it up and get the threads started. And once it's started, then this will line up and clock just right. And then get this hooked onto the little tab that comes off the engine, plug that back in. Then you're ready to drop your radiator fan back in and get the connector hooked back up, bolts back on. Remove this real quick and get your hose back on, and you should be good to go.